said it feels we're the only ones fighting for the truth of what happened to John O'Keefe. And me and my family and my attorneys and my team have marshaled every resource to get to the truth. It just feels like no one else wants it.
And Karen, just to be clear, you didn't do it.
We know who did it, Steve. We know. And we know who spearheaded this cover-up. You all know.
Yes, we do.
And no, she didn't do it. No, she didn't do it. This is an innocent woman. She didn't do it.
I tried to save his life. I tried to save his life at 6 in the morning. I was covered in his blood. I was the only one trying to save his life.
Why'd you admit to it?
She didn't admit to it. She didn't admit to anything close to that. Nothing close to that. And you should know that.
That was like 3 or 4 times she said it.
No,
No,
she didn't.
that's not true.
She asked a question.
It makes absolutely no sense. That is the Commonwealth grasping at straws. If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's a duck.
We have the 8 letters. We've seen them. We've read them. We are using them. The genie cannot be put back in the bottle.
Yeah, LTL true crime, we going deep in the dark. Yeah, peeling back the layers, expose the hidden mark. From the streets to the alleys where the secrets lie, getting into minds of the wicked, no alibi. LTL true crime, unraveling the web of evil. No stone left unturned, we dive into the prime. Yeah, we digging up the dirt, bringing justice to the crime. LTL true crime, unveiling dark realities every time. Yeah, LTL true crime, we going deep in the dark. Peeling back the layers, expose the hidden mark. From the streets to the alleys where the secrets lie, getting into minds of the wicked, no alibi. Never get thought of your thought, and the look at the books. LTL true crime, I go. We don't get live in the show, but then I'm not talking about it, that's so. Look at the place in your phone. No can to it, your lie. No to it, your love. We thought of your thought, never get thought of your thought, and the look at the books. I think real true crime, I'm done with dark realities every time. This is I think real true crime, I'm done with dark realities every time. Yeah, LTL true crime, we going deep in the dark. Yeah, peeling back the layers, expose the hidden mark. From the streets to the alleys where the secrets lie, getting into minds of the wicked, no alibi. LTL true crime, we going deep in the dark. Yeah, peeling back the layers, expose the hidden mark. From the streets to the alleys where the secrets lie, getting into minds of the wicked, no alibi. LTL true crime, we going deep in the dark. Yeah, peeling back the layers, expose the hidden mark. From the streets to the alleys where the secrets lie, getting into minds of the wicked, no alibi.
Good morning, everybody. It's 10:30 here on the East Coast. Hang on one second, of course, right as I go live, all my text messages start coming back in. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. Listen, I want to get everybody caught up as to what's going on in court, what has happened in court today. If you all haven't been able to get down to the courthouse, or you don't live in this area and you're not connected to any of the Facebook groups or other groups that are going on, so I want to catch everybody up really quick. I want to let everybody know, if you're watching and you're at the courthouse now, I will be back. I literally just had to come home, take care of some personal business, but I will be back there today, probably for like 1 o'clock. And I'm going to do the standout with everybody and then try to get into court and sit during Karen's hearing. So this morning, Aidan Turtleboy Kearney had a hearing scheduled for 9 a.m. We were not sure. He was not sure if it was going to happen, if it wasn't going to happen. And essentially we got there and it was canceled. But we had quite a few people out there this morning hanging out in front of the courthouse, just getting caught up, catching up with some old friends. And Aidan showed up at about 8:45-ish this morning, let us know that the hearing has been canceled. But when and took to the courthouse steps and gave a 20-minute speech. So I want to play that speech for you. If you weren't down there today or didn't catch the live stream and all that, this is what this stream is for, because a lot of people are not as connected as we are here. So I'm going to replay that now for all of you. And then I'm going to bust off this live. I got a few other things I have to do, personal things around here before I head back to the courthouse, but I will be back down there. So I just kind of snuck off. It was freezing down there this morning. The sun was out. It started to feel good. It felt like everything was going to be fine. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm literally going, like my teeth were chattering. I'm like, I need to go sit in my car and warm up. And it was like 9:30-ish, 9:45. I'm like, I have to buzz home. I have a few personal things to do. So I will be back there. As far as Karen's hearing, it is still on for 2 p.m. today. I know Tom will be outside streaming. I think Will, the Glarer, is going to do the courtroom hearing for Karen. So you're probably going to go check out his channel. But I will be there sitting down there in court today. And I'll obviously get some footage, boots on the ground footage for you all. And I'll come home like I naturally do, put it all together, and I'll do a live tonight, probably for 9 o'clock. I think I posted it for 9. So let me just take a look. Was it for 9? What time is it at? I'm all over the place today. I have a schedule for 9. So 9 p.m. I'll come back, show all my boots on the ground coverage, and then release it to the public so everybody can have it. But we'll go through that today. Okay, let's pull up Aidan's speech from the courthouse steps this morning. Again, if you're all just coming in, don't worry. I will be back at the courthouse. We just had a huge time lag in between because Aidan's hearing was canceled, and I'm going to head back there in a little while. I figured might as well come home, take care of some personal business that I have to do, and then head back there later on. So, all right, let's pull up the speech. If you did not hear it, we're going to replay that. It's about 20 minutes long. Sit back, relax, and we'll see what Aidan had to say from the courthouse steps this morning.
Morning, everyone. Morning. Hanging out with Adam Lally, smoking butts over here.
This is hilarious.
Do you guys know Adam Lally smoked butts?
So here's the thing. I wanted to replay this because obviously I didn't see it. I was on the courthouse steps, and when he got there, he said, you have to go back and watch the beginning of the stream. Lally's out there ripping butts in the parking lot and look nervous. So I want to go back and watch this, but we'll check this out.
I wonder if Mr. Lally is nervous. Mr. Lally, are you nervous about the federal indictments coming? The federal investigation into your office? Are you worried about that at all, sir?
Thanks for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it.
Mr. Lally, I didn't know you smoked. I didn't know he smoked. Not good for him. But federal indictments aren't good for you either. So we're just hanging out in Dedham, ripping butts with Adam Lally over here. There he is with the hair gel. It's Lunchbox. It's Lunchbox.
Thank you so much.
Hi, how you doing?
I appreciate it.
Oh, nice to meet you, Caitlin. How you doing? Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure. Nice to meet you too. Yeah. Yeah, I'm live right now, but yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Oh, thank you, sir. I
Yeah, that was
appreciate it.
Lally.
I'll see you in there.
Yes, that sounds good. All right, what's up, guys? Oh, that was Adam Lally.
Can't plan
He's
this
just
shit.
ripping butts in the parking lot. He's sitting there with his hair gel. So anyway, guys, we're here at I'm going to Dedham District Court right now. Tomorrow I'll be back to the bus stop lives, but have an announcement here for court. So I saw some people when we were pulling in here, parking at the courthouse step. Watch, they're going to try to charge. Oh, you asked Adam Lally a question. You can't do that. I asked him? What did I ask him? I'm like, are you worried about the federal indictments? I think that's a valid question. I would be if I was him. Jesus Christ. I've never been investigated by the FBI, so it's hard for me to relate to that. So, okay.
So again, if you're just coming into this live, I had a brief pause in between hearings. Aidan's got canceled today, so I wanted to come home and replay this for you all because some people are not as connected as we are here in the local scene. So I wanted to come back and play actually what happened outside the courthouse today. So we'll rip through this real quick live, and then I'm going to head back to court here in about probably take off my house about 11:30ish noon time, and I'll head back down towards the courthouse. All right, so we'll keep playing this, and I will be back there. Don't worry, I'll be back there. It was just freaking cold. I'm like, I'm not sitting out here for like 4 or 5 hours.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. They look worried at me. We'll see.
What are you expecting today?
What's up?
What are you expecting?
It was a really
Oh,
good
I have an
start
announcement actually. Hey, what's happening? What's happening, man? Boston Mike. Oh, nice to meet you, man. Pleasure. How are you, man?
Any better, man? That'd be you.
Was that?
Any better, that'd be you.
Yeah. I'm better now. I'll tell you that much.
I hope so, man.
It was nice to drive by the jail on my way
Thank
here.
you so
Like,
much
oh yeah, I don't
for
have to go
buying
with
me a
you.
coffee. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
No blinking necessary,
Yeah,
folks.
yeah.
Hey, you know what's nice too? Not coming out with this fucking band right here.
Yeah, that's true. That's my usual entrance. What's up, guys? That's where I usually come in, but not today. Not today. I get to go in the front today. Hey, LTL.
Fucking citizen.
What's up, my dude? Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
All right. Here we go. Yeah, it's so nice to go in. I've never been in the front door of this courthouse. Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Paul, nice to see you, pal. Pleasure. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Hey, what's happening? Nice to see you again. Nice to see you. Tom, CPU. Nice to see you, my dude. Hey. All right. Got a good crowd
No,
here.
I didn't look yet. I haven't had time.
All right.
I'll check them out later.
How's it going? How are you?
How are you?
Good, thank you. Good, thank you. So look it. Quick announcement. So on my way down here, I spoke with my attorney, Tim Bradle, who was contacted this morning by the DA's office, and they're filing something that's called a null pros. That's what they've told my lawyer, and it means they are not. They have a desire, basically, to my understanding is not move forward any longer with these bogus A and B charges. That's what I'm being told. I don't think it's official yet, but for that reason, the hearing's actually canceled. But I decided I'm coming, so I got all dressed up for nothing. I got all dressed up for nothing. But that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing. It's happened because it's bogus. It's all made up. The whole thing's made up, and they know it. This whole thing is nonsense. It's going to crumble.
Well, thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it.
They just wanted to put me in jail for 60 days. They accomplished that. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even that bad. I mean, it's like it sucked. It sucked. I don't want to do it again. I don't want to do it. No, it sucked. It sucked. It blew. It blew. But, I got through it, and because I knew this day was coming. I knew that someday I was going to be out. They couldn't hold me in there forever. It was temporary. And their day's coming, too, because I don't know if you guys saw yesterday, Mr. David Yannetti had a very interesting tweet yesterday. Did you guys see
I'll
that?
be back there.
So David Yannetti yesterday tweeted out.
Anybody that's just coming in, I know everybody's just coming in. I will be back there for 2 p.m. The hearing got canceled. I'm like, I have some personal stuff that I can do at home, so I ran home. It was a lot colder out this morning than I thought. And everybody was like, wow. It was weird because the sun came out for a little while, and then all of a sudden this cloud cover came over. And when that cloud came through, I was like, holy shit. And I'm filming just to the side of Aidan, to the left of him here. And I'm literally shaking. I was freezing cold. And I'm like, I'm going to go home and warm up and do some personal stuff around the house. And then I'll head back there. I'll probably get down there about 1 p.m. or so. I'll grab a bunch of boots on the ground footage, and then I'm actually going to go into court and sit today. Hopefully there's a seat because there's going to be a lot of people down there. And I'm sure it's going to be crazy with all the media and everything. So I will be back there for 2. Again, just want to sneak away, warm up, come home, get something to eat, and then head back there. And tonight we'll do a show at about 9 p.m. and just do all the recap of everything that I caught. But I want everybody to hear this because if like I said, there's a lot of people that are not just connected to all these channels and can't make the live streams or whatever. And this was very impromptu this morning. So we'll play through the rest of what Aidan had to say here. And I'm going to get off this live and head back to the courthouse in a little while there. So here we go.
A Teddy Roosevelt quote, "Man in the arena," that people have actually used. People have sent me that quote before. Teddy Roosevelt was a fighter, the most gangster president we ever had. Did hikes in the jungles and discovered random rivers.
Real quick, I just want to pull this up. Brockton today, and I'm going to be all over that. It was a protest at about 6 a.m. this morning at Brockton High School. And it kind of cleared out about 7:30ish from what I heard. I was listening on the radio going in actually down to the courthouse today. So that's something that I will be jumping on again this week. The committee meeting is tomorrow night. I have to look at my schedule but I'm probably going to be streaming the committee meeting tomorrow night. I want to hear what they have to say. And of course, I have a backlog of stuff here that I want to go through with Brockton. I want to talk to Aidan about Brockton because I know that he's done stuff about Brockton before. But I know right now, Karen Reed in his cases are the center focus for him, and that's perfectly fine. But I want to run by some things by him today. I didn't have an opportunity to talk to him today. It was very brief, quick handshake. I'm sure we'll get to speak this afternoon. And as we were talking earlier, him and I are going to be putting together a live show here really, really soon and make it a big event where people can come out and stuff like that. So I'll have an opportunity to talk to him later today. He was just really busy. I mean, you got to think, he's just fresh out of jail. He's showing up. A lot of people are coming at him, and he has things that he needs to get caught up on. So we'll have our time and place to have a conversation. But yeah, we'll play through
nobody ever found before, and then became president, got shot, kept giving a speech anyway during the middle of his speech in Milwaukee in 1900. And so now he uses that quote, and at the end, he added 3 sentences at the end. I don't know if you guys noticed that. The last one, of course, was "Justice is coming." Now, I don't own the phrase "justice is coming," but I certainly said it about a month ago. I said it when I was walking out that back door, and I yelled, "Justice is coming." So I don't know about you guys. But I think it's kind of.
Here you go. I was actually there that day. If you missed it, I'm going to play that video right now. Let's see. Where is it? Where's the video? Come on, buddy. Here we go. Coming. Hey, it's unbelievable. They treat this guy like he quadruple murdered, chained, shackled, free speech. All over free speech. That's all what this is over. It's just free speech. Unbelievable. Chained, shackled, unreal. All right, let's go back to what he said.
It's a weird coincidence that Mr. Yannetti would choose to use that third sentence in there at the end. And David Yannetti, as you guys know, is a very reserved attorney. He's kind of like the good cop, bad cop thing. And he's kind of the good cop on Karen's team. And, and for him to make a statement like that, he doesn't tweet very often. I don't know about you guys. The day before a hearing, that got me all excited. Seeing that. And I think a lot of other people do as well. And they don't strike me as the type to just put something out there if they're not going to deliver. And they know things that we don't about this investigation. And the bottom line is that they're not going to the federal government is not going to allow a Boston police officer to be murdered inside 34 Fairview Road and then thrown on the lawn like trash, and then have the institutions that were designed to protect and serve us cover that murder up and think that they can get away with it. They're not going to let it happen. It's like, I understand there's corruption. I get all that. But we don't live in a country where you just get to kill cops, throw them on the front lawn of your house, and then cover the whole thing up and frame some innocent woman. It's not going to happen. It's coming soon. Justice is coming. It's coming soon.
Lisa says, happy birthday to Karen today. Yes, happy birthday, Karen. Absolutely. We the people have had enough. Enjoy your special day, and justice is coming. I completely agree. And listen, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and it might not be the most popular view on all of this, but I'm going to tell you, the Commonwealth is going to continue to push this to go to trial. And that's why I think we're all sitting here and saying, okay, when is the bomb going to drop? When is this all going to stop? It's annoying, it's frustrating, it's stressful, but again, it is the reality of what's going on here. As much as there is so much information that makes Karen factually innocent of everything that has gone on in the last 2 years, the cover-up, and all this other shit that's been thrown on her. Keep in mind, and just like Aidan will say here, I don't think Bev is going to be very generous today. So if there's not a landmine today, a swelling of information that comes from Karen's defense team, I don't know. It still makes me a little bit nervous. They want to push this to trial no matter what. But I'm going to tell you, and I've said this before on the streams, feel confident. I have the utmost confidence. And you can see that Karen and her defense team walks with a pride in their shoulders because they know they're going to win. They know they're going to win. And I'm telling you, and I always say this, the 3 words, Jackson, Yannetti, Little. I have the full confidence there. The full confidence, if this goes to trial, they're going to crush and slay. They're going to crush and slay. All right, let's keep playing.
Slower than we would have liked. We would have liked to see them in bracelets now, but it is coming, guys, and they know it too, and they're panicking. And that's why they wanted to put me in jail, because they knew that this is all bogus, but they're like, at least we could put him in there. He's the ringleader, and we'll put him in there for 60 days, and he'll shut up, and then everyone else will go home. But you didn't. You didn't go home. You just kept coming. You kept coming to the court dates on January 5th and then on January 18th, and you kept holding protests, and you came out for the Canton 9 and all this stuff. And the Canton 9, by the way, are those charges coming? No. I've never seen a clerk magistrate's hearing that they take almost 2 months to decide. It's been almost 2 months since they went in there, and they still haven't decided if 9 people standing on a public sidewalk in downtown Canton was a felony or not. They're still pondering that. They're like, wait a minute. They were standing on a sidewalk, but there's this guy named Chicken Pop Charlie with hurt feelings, and he's just he saw them. His eyes saw them, and that's a felony in this country now. You can't look at signs that you don't like if your name's Chicken Parm Charlie. So apparently,
excuse me.
I don't know if it's going to go forward. I really think they're just waiting to see what happens. And when the charges eventually get dropped against Karen, which they're going to, right? She's not going to trial. There will not be a trial on March 12th, as much as entertaining as that would be, right? They're going to drop the charges with everything, including against me, hopefully, and that scumbag, Brian Tully. That piece of garbage I hate that guy. I hate that. That guy loves me. He's so obsessed with me, isn't he? I mean, I've never seen a fascination like that before. You know, I wish he would just look into the Ford Edge, though. I'm begging him. Did you guys know? Oh, wait, I got tomorrow night in the live show. I got the entire interview with Brian.
Yes, please go over support Aidan tomorrow. Live show, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He's going to unload. And let's listen here what he's got. Oops.
Tully and Natalie. I got the whole audio. And did you know that he flew to California with the beard guy? His name's Nelson DeGaveo. He is you guys ever see the beard guy that comes around with him now? His little buddy there. That's Ken Mello's private eye. So the PI for the special prosecutor, God knows how much he had to get paid to go there. They probably flew first class when they could have just talked to her on the phone or a Zoom, and they flew all the way out there to California to interview this person, and it is the most hilarious interview you're ever going to read. By the end, I felt bad for Tully for the first time at the end. Like, if you have to listen to Natalie talk, you're going to realize why Karen Reed didn't want to be your friend anymore after you hear this. It's one of the funniest things you're ever going to see. So, yeah, so if you guys are just tuning in now, if you just got here, I have been informed by my attorney on my way in here.
Welcome in,
that
everybody.
The government intends to file what's called a null
Look at
process.
Sweden.
I don't speak Latin, but it's my understanding that they're not moving forward anymore. I don't think it's been official yet. Nothing's been dropped.
So I will be back there for Karen's appearance. I'm going to sit in court today, so I'll not be live streaming, but you can catch the live stream from Tom's CPU. But I will catch some boots on the ground footage about an hour before I head into the courtroom to sit in for the hearing. So, and then I'll do the replay tonight of my footage tonight on my live show at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, if anybody's just coming in, I'm replaying Aidan's speech from the courthouse steps this morning. His hearing was canceled, and Karen's is still on, as we know of right now, at 2 p.m. It was a lag in time, so it's some time to come back here, fire up a stream, let everybody know, because again, everybody's not fully connected into this. So I wanted to just come in and show what happened this morning, and I will head back to court here in a little bit. Let's see. All right, let's keep playing this. Courtroom is probably going to be streamed by the Glairer, so I would go over and check out his stream. I think he has it set up for 2 p.m. please go over and support him and support the live stream there. And if you want to watch outside footage, you can always go to Tom CPU, and I'm sure that Turtleboy will be popping in and out doing some lives throughout that event as well too. So, all right, let's keep playing through.
Yeah, but we're not having a hearing today because the government informed my attorneys that they intend to file a null pros for the charges when it pertains to assault and battery. Those charges were not indicted. We don't know if they tried to throw that in front of the grand jury and they rejected it or not. We don't know if perhaps they just used that as a vehicle, a completely made up lie to just revoke my bail for 60 days and toss me in jail in the hopes that this would all go away.
You know, it's all powers and numbers. You know, when a powerful group works together and we all have that common force and that common interest and those common beliefs, you know, powers and numbers win. And, you know, we do. I support all the channels. I call them out. I let people know. I direct people to who's doing what. So, of course, you know, power and numbers. The bigger this movement gets and the more national and worldwide we can make this, people will know about the truth and they'll hear about the truth that Karen Reed is an innocent woman that has been framed of these bogus charges.
We don't know what their intentions were. Whatever they were, they weren't good, right? And the bottom line is the charges weren't going to stick anyway because it's made up. I'm 1,000% not guilty. Everybody knows that. And all of this is simply a distraction, nothing more than a distraction to get you to look at the bouncing ball over here. They want you to talk about Turtleboy. That's why they put in their stupid motion in their opposition last week. The whole thing was about me. I'm really not that important. I promise you. Okay. I'm just a guy that goes on YouTube and craps on them and exposes them and whatnot, but I'm inconsequential to the actual murder. I wasn't in Canton on January 29th, 2022. Wasn't there. I didn't know Karen Reed. I didn't know John O'Keefe. I didn't know any of these people, right? But somehow they turned me into the central figure because they want you to focus on me because Turtleboy bad. Him bad over there. Alan Jackson, talk to him. Alan Jackson bad too. Karen Reed, talk to him. Karen Reed bad too. Stop listening to these people. They're just working with this guy. That's what they want you to think. While they completely ignore the Ford Edge. Well, they completely ignore the autopsy photos. Well, they completely ignore the Google search. And we also got the interview, guys, with Jen McCabe. Wait till you hear that one. Wait till you hear the interview with Colin Albert. And there's another one. And there's more to my situation too. It was a complete setup. She was in the bathroom the whole time talking to them while I was over there. It's crazy, man. This whole thing was nothing more than a setup to get the public to stop paying attention to the fact that a bunch of scumbags murdered John O'Keefe and then a bunch of corrupt cops like Michael Proctor and Yuri Buchanan and Brian Tully covered up the murder of one of their fellow officers and then framed a woman who they know damn well is innocent, and they're okay with that. They're okay with using the power that and the trust that we've put into them and the mechanisms of the state to go after a woman they know is innocent because they want to protect their pals. They want to protect their pals, and they don't give a shit that John O'Keefe would never get justice if they were in charge because they don't care about murdered cops. Their whole thin blue line shit is bullshit. They don't give a fuck about murdered cops. They don't care about John O'Keefe at all. They disgrace his legacy every single day, and their day is coming. It is coming, and they are like drowning fish, throwing their arms up in the air, trying to put me in jail, trying to charge people like Janelle, trying to charge people like the Can't Nine, and it's not going anywhere. So today is, I've been out for 3 days now. I'm starting to feel like myself again, and it feels great to be out. Even holding a phone, doing a little things, driving a car. I can't tell you how awesome this is when you're, when you don't have it for 60 days. Try it sometime. Just deprive yourself of everything. And then go back to using it. It's like the best feeling in the world. But so I'm glad to be back, guys. I'm glad to be back. And today is the first day when we start to get justice back, when we start to make sure. I think this is a good sign, the null process. I'm sorry you had to come down here and there's no entertainment. There's no in there, but it's kind of a good thing because, one less problem. And then 5 hours. What was that? No, we don't know. It's not officially. So they're filing something called a null process. Which means it's a desire to not move forward with the charges. So that's why this hearing has been canceled today. Yeah, so it's nothing is pen to paper. You never know with these shysters. Tomorrow they go, psych, no, we're going to, I don't know. But the bottom line is they didn't want to go forward with the hearing today. I don't know if Ken Mello's alive or not, but we'll see. Yeah. Yikes. Probably. Yeah.
About the Reed hearing today.
So the Reed hearing, it's my understanding that today they're going to be arguing they're not doing the motion to dismiss today. They're doing not the recusal for the disqualification, the sanctions, right? And I think that's what they're going to argue today. So I'm guessing, usually we find out in these court days that I think they're going to drop something today. I don't know if the charges are getting dropped today. Only the judge can drop the charges, right? And I don't really, not counting on Auntie Bev to come through in the clutch today. Exactly. Yeah, it's not exactly reliable.
That's
but
my nervousness too.
I am thinking that today that we're gonna learn something. They're gonna drop some bombs on us in there, and I don't know what it is. I'm excited. It's weird being out of the loop. Being not knowing what I'm gonna find out at the same time you guys are today. What they have, and I think there's got to be something. Because you heard Yannetti on January 18th. He said that the feds cannot, in good conscience, let Karen Reed go to trial. He would not say something like that if they couldn't back it up. So I'm excited about what's going to happen over there in 5 hours. We're going to go over there. I'll be there like an hour or so before, protesting. When you find people on the steps of the courthouse or wherever they let us go, and we will be there in support of Karen Reed and John O'Keefe and everybody else who has been wronged by this corrupt system that we hope to fix and we hope to get justice for. And a few months from now, guys, my next court date over there is April 23rd. And I thought about that today and how different everything can be for my next court date. All right. Hopefully. God willing, by April 23rd, Brian Tully will be arrested like the criminal that he is. And I would imagine it would be hard to move forward with charges against me that were filed by a cop who's been arrested and charged by the FBI with the most serious charges that a police officer could ever really be charged with. And that's violating your oath and violating your trust with the public and covering up the murder of a police officer. So we'll see what happens then. All I know is I'm never going to be convicted of this stuff. It's never going to go forward because I'm 1,000% innocent and I can back up every single thing I said. And this is all just a way to get me jammed up and to shut me up. But didn't work. Still here. So, So thank everybody for coming. I appreciate it. We got a decent sized crowd here. All right. Nice to see you fine people. All right. But then I saw Adam Lally in the parking lot. So funny. Watch the beginning of this live stream. I talked to him at the beginning. Yeah, he's ripping butts over there. He's ripping butts, and he's got his hair gel. Yeah, he didn't look too good. I asked him questions. I hope I don't get indicted for that. I said, Mr. Lally, are you worried about the federal indictments coming down? Are you worried about the FBI investigation into your office? He just turned around and kept ripping his butts, and he's got his hair gel in and all that stuff. But we'll see what happens. So,
that poor son of a gun. He's the one that's going to be the fall guy in all this. He'll end up losing his job. They just threw this on him, and that he is not ready. I mean, in that last hearing when he asked for continuance, he is not ready. It's just that poor stiff. It's gonna go down hard. I'm telling you, I can't wait. His fucking hair's gonna fall out. You won't have to put gel in it anymore. It'll look like me. All right, let's keep playing through this another 3 minutes or so. I'm going to wrap this one up, and I'm going to head back to the courthouse.
Do I think the courthouse will be closed today because of the information? I doubt it.
He's going to be the fall guy and all this.
Is that a thing? I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't imagine they would close the courtroom. That seems weird in a murder. Like, maybe. No, anything's possible in this case.
Show back on Saturday. Was that the biggest audience you've ever had?
Yeah, it is the biggest audience we had. We had 6,500? 6,500. I wanted 10, but I'll take 65. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Good. First show back. It was. I almost forgot the script. Usually I get up there and I do my I'm doctor and you can call me this and you can call me that. But it was just weird just getting back into it after not doing it for 2 months. But it felt like myself again. It was a good day. It was a good time. And we'll be back tomorrow night. Yeah. We're going to listen to the Natalie tape, parts of it. The Natalie interview. It's the funniest thing you're ever going to hear. Oh, I'll just give you a thing at the end. At the end, she goes to him at the end. She goes, and they ask her, so did you give Karen Reed money? Yeah, I gave her $50, and then I gave it Turtleboy $300, and I should have given it to babies with AIDS. She said. She says that. Oh my God, it's the funniest thing you're ever gonna hear. And then we're gonna talk about the bombshell I have coming about. Caitlin Albert was in the house. I have proof of that coming soon. So tune in tomorrow night at 9 o'clock for the new stuff. And God knows what we're going to find out today. I mean, every day is a new journey. 24 hours from now, this could be a completely different story. So
they discussed Natalie's immunity deal.
She doesn't her immunity. Dude, immunity from what? What did you do? You copied and pasted text messages from one person to another. Wait till you read it, guys. It's basically, it's basically the whole thing is them asking her questions and her being like, Karen's mad at me. So here's what happened. So then Nick Rocco did this and Jenna Rocco did this. And then I was in this group chat and they wouldn't do it. And then and then it's like Tully, his comment is, you got the transcript. It's, and then he's like, so do you have anything did Karen Reed direct Turtleboy to commit witness intimidation? So back to the group chat I was in with the Roccos. And I told him to do this. You're going to laugh your ass off. So, we'll see you guys tomorrow night at 9. I'm going to end the stream now. Stick around here for a little bit. But again, if you just turned in, they told my lawyer they're filing a nolle pros, which is a desire to not move forward with the charges for assault and battery, because, of course, it never happened. And, we'll see. Hopefully, I'll never step foot in this courthouse again. But I will be in that courthouse across the street today at 2 o'clock. And we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. So again, I'm going to be heading back to the courthouse here in probably about 45 minutes or so, get set back up. It was just, we had a lot of time in between. I wanted to come home. It's some personal stuff I needed to take care of. And I wanted to replay Aidan's speech from the courthouse today. I got my own footage as well. So I'm going to replay that tonight on my show. And I'm going to go down there and catch a lot of footage, boots on the ground footage again, as I'm there throughout the day, the rest of the day there. Also, I want to make sure that I believe, and let me just check right now because I'm not sure, but we can go over. If you want to watch outside courtroom footage, I would direct you to Tom CPU. If you want to watch inside courtroom footage, which is the actual hearing, the Glare is going to have that going at 1:30. I'll drop the link for that. Okay. So the link for that is in the chat if you want to watch along with the Glare. And I'm sure we'll have some commentary after that. And then I'll be back here at 9 p.m. tonight to do my show and a recap and a reboot. And then tomorrow for my show, I'm going to be doing, I believe there's going to be another Brockton School Committee hearing tomorrow because people are pissed, and another emergency hearing. And then I want to try to get down there hopefully sometime this week because there was a protest this morning outside of Brockton High at about 6 a.m. And I'm wondering if they're going to continue those protests this week. But you will hear more about Brockton High. I'm going to keep peeling back the onion layers on that. I am pissed about it. Everybody in Brockton is pissed about it. And it's a very interesting story. And people need to know what the hell's going on because it's not only happening in Brockton. This is happening in your schools too, in your public school systems as well. I can guarantee it. And it's not happening here in the great state of Massachusetts. It's happening all across our nation right now. And this shit needs to stop. If we care about our children and the future of our children, then we need to put the correct money into education. And if the state wants our kids to be educated by the state, then they have the right to protect them as well. And they're clearly not doing that in Brockton because there's people getting the shit kicked out of them. Teachers getting beat up. There's people getting airlifted, students getting airlifted after being in these reckless fights out of there to local hospitals. It's insane and it needs to stop. And the Robert Sullivan, the fucking mayor in Brockton, needs to start doing something really quick. And Maura Healey, our governor, hasn't done anything, hasn't said anything, hasn't spoken. So tomorrow night, hopefully we get some answers. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not that confident. I'm not that confident because this guy, Sullivan's been kicking the can down the road for quite a long time from what I'm finding out. And he's hidden a lot of stuff. Where's the $14.4 million that you said that you were putting in the education system, that you're going to put into security to help secure the public schools in Brockton? Where's all that money? No one knows where the money is. So we're going to keep digging into that. But I'm going to set out here, get back to the courthouse. I got warmed up. I'll be back out there with everybody, boots on the ground coverage. And go watch the Glare at 1:30. I dropped the link there if you want outside coverage. Again, Tom CPU. If you want to split screen and do both of them, I encourage you to do that. And then I will be back here at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm very animated and very motivated today. Got a lot of hands going. Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for dropping in here to LTL. And I am working on getting a live actual studio to get this motherfucker out of my house and into an actual headquarters. And that's going to happen soon, I promise you. And we're going to start having live guests in and going from there. So everybody, please continue to support Karen Reed. This is a big day today. Happy birthday, Karen. If you're watching, I hope you know that you have a lot of people out here that are supporting you. We are fired up. We're riled up. It was a great day for Aidan. His court hearing was canceled. Looks like the AB charges are going to be dropped. I don't know why I keep doing this. I feel like a conductor right now of music. But I'm going to head back to the court. Thank you all for supporting LTL as well. And we'll continue to grow and peel back the layers of everything that's going on here in the great state of Massachusetts. Sometimes not so great. I'm ashamed of a lot of things that have happened lately, especially to Karen and Aidan. Bullshit needs to stop. Let this poor guy do his job as a journalist. Stop trying to bar him and cage him. The turtle cannot be caged, and the turtle will not be caged anymore. I'll see you all out there. I'm going to take off, and I appreciate everything. All right. Bye, everybody. Peace.
Said it feels we're the only ones fighting for the truth of what happened to John O'Keefe. And me and my family and my attorneys and my team have marshaled every resource to get to the truth. It just feels like no one else wants it.
And Karen, just to be clear, you didn't do it.
We know who did it, Steve. We know. And we know who spearheaded this cover-up. You all know.
Yes, we do.
And no, she didn't do it. No, she didn't do it. This is an innocent woman. She didn't do it.
I tried to save his life. I tried to save his life at 6 in the morning. I was covered in his blood. I was the only one trying to save his life.
Why'd you admit to it?
She didn't admit to it. She didn't admit to anything close to that. Nothing close to that. And you should know that.
That was like 3 or 4 times she said it.
No,
No,
she didn't.
that's not true.
She asked a question.
It makes absolutely no sense. That is the Commonwealth grasping at straws. If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's a duck.
We have the 8 letters. We've seen them. We've read them. We are using them. The genie cannot be put back in the bottle.
Yeah, LTL true crime, we going deep in the dark. Yeah, peeling back the layers, expose the hidden mark. From the streets to the alleys where the secrets lie, getting into minds of the wicked, no alibi. LTL true crime, unraveling the web of evil. No stone left unturned, we dive into the pond. Yeah, we digging up the dirt, bringing justice to the crime. LTL true crime, unveiling dark realities every time. Yeah, LTL true crime, we going deep in the dark. Peeling back the layers, expose the hidden mark. From the streets to the alleys where the secrets lie, getting into minds of the wicked, no alibi. LTL true crime, I go. We don't get live in the shine, but then I'm not talking, baby, they get so. Look at the pussy, no bone. No can do it, you lie. No do it, you love. We better hit that. You'll be hit that, you die. Better do what is the boss. I break down true crime. I'm done with dark realities every time. This is I break down true crime. I'm done with dark realities every time.